Alright, we are live for round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage. World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Cars. Unfortunately, we did miss time trials. I had an issue with the PC and it leaking RAM somewhere. So hopefully we're back live on YouTube at the moment. As we're going to try and get into the server for the rest of qualifying. If not, we'll get into the 5-lap race. But if we can't get into there, I guess we'll get set for heat race number 1. So bear with me for just a moment as we try and get everything figured out.
Connected. Kind of a bit of a last minute thing to get onto YouTube. It seemed to be that Facebook was not the place to be streaming stuff, with people not being able to see their sponsors on their cars. So bear with us for a moment. I wonder if we are not live on that one. Let's have a look to see where we are live. And there we go, we're live here. Hopefully we are going to be good to go this time by.
I actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive.
We're going to shut that video off there just for a second. We'll go back to that video. What I can tell you is qualifying results. And we'll go through and get everything set up for you here. So, qualifying, Dylan Sharman was the quickest. It'll be up on your screen now on the left hand side. So Dylan Sharman takes out tonight's quick time award with a 17.413. Tim Ryan second quick with a 17.434. Tim Harris with a 17.435. Josh Hahn with a 17.444. Lachlan Smith 17.455. 6 was Daniel Gauss, 17.456. Gary Hamilton 7th with a 17.484. 8th, Craig Dunn with a 17.489. 9th, Brenton Hobson with a 17.492. So 9 drivers out of the, I think I've seen 21. Yes, 21. So 9 of those drivers into the 17.4 second bracket. And a couple of noticeable names missing. We got series leader John Berkeley not here tonight. Our primary sponsor of the series, Jared Ash, not here tonight. Trent Gosley not here tonight. And there's 3 names. Cameron Dan. So 10th was Ryan Harris with a 17.514. So there was 0.102 of a 10th between the top 10. Now remember, if you were here on the, I believe it was the second week of the series where we visited the USA in Lakeland, Florida, the virtual racetrack that it sits at now. It was, I think it was one of the Harris boys to come away with the win. I think it might have been Tim Harris from memory. Remember the start of the race, these cars just pulled to the left, but that was in the earlier build of the race cars. We'll try and get a word with Dylan Sharman. In fact, we'll get him. I'll get Dylan in here after this race as he's on the racetrack at the moment. As we get set to cover this little 5-lap race.
welcome you all to round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. This is going to be one interesting show, that's for sure. As it looks to be lights out on the pace truck. So bring him off turn number 4. Lights on. In fact, we are 1 to green in this 5 little fun race. There'll be no points in this one, however the driver will accumulate points from time trials and their heat races, as we'll look to give you the format. I can give you the format actually. Unfortunately, we did miss the hot laps, but we're going to get set into 3 heat races per driver. How they're lined up from the first one is off their time trials. Heat number 2, their second round of heats, will be lined up full inversion from time trials. Heat number 3 will be lined up via points. However, they will invert, I believe, the top 8 or 6. So we'll have to see what happens of that. These drivers just trying to file through turns 3 and 4 for the first time. They look to go 3 wide. We also have a dash, top 6, the highest point scorers. We've got a 6-lap dash in the 2 25-lap feature events. So the first one will be lined up 1 to 6 from the dash. 7 on back will be lined up via points. How you finish the first 25-lap feature will be how you start the second 25-lap feature. So stick around for that one as we have a look at some of the guys just trying to file down this racetrack, trying to get a little bit more practice in before the heat races start very shortly. Not gonna lie, we have some fast guys here tonight. As somehow Brenton Hobson escapes away with that one, and just as they cross the line, there's a few cars that are upside down, but it is Dylan Sharman who will come away, and we'll have a chat to him after that one. He wins that 5-lap race, but we're also going to talk to him in regards to time trials. So we're now going to have a chat with Dylan Sharman. Dylan, congratulations on setting quick time tonight here at USA.
Cheers, Brett. Yeah, it was I was a bit skeptical when he announced that it was slowest to fastest. The officials did, but in the end, the track held on enough that I was able to get into the groove and just get there in the end. It was pretty close throughout quality by looks.
Yeah, just look, obviously we didn't get to cover it, but we did get to see the times there in the end. 9 drivers inside of the 17.4 bracket. So, I mean, not only did you go above the rest of those 8 drivers, but you have to have 8 drivers inside or within a tenth of each other. That just goes to show you the competition here tonight is very stiff.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tough night's racing, that's for sure. So hopefully we can get some good results, and just going off that little short race then, someone couldn't turn left off the start out of second, so hopefully it's not week 2 all over again, but yeah, it's just going to be one of those things that we've got to try and manage.
Alright, well, congratulations on setting a quick time tonight. Who do you got to thank for getting you here?
Just the team at TTL, Hyper Stimulator, SimSpec Engineering, Custom Ridge Concepts, and State Racing Magazine.
Alright, good luck for the rest of the night.
Alright, cheers mate.
There we have it, Dylan Sharman picking up tonight's Quick Time Award. Once again, welcome everyone to round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage. One of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Cars here at USA. We'll take a quick break, play some videos, play some ads, and we'll come back with heat race number 1.
I actually, really enjoy dirt racing. Feels good to get in the car, and we have, great cars and engines and things at KKR, so it's nice to drive a fast sprint car.
Couple of separate lines developing, 3 wide action on a turn 2. Craig Kinzer, Casey Kane, and Kieran Pittman going at it.
I think the differences between, NASCAR and the sprint races on dirt is just a much different mindset. The way you drive your cars, the setup, the feel you're looking for. I think one of the hardest things to tell as a fan is when you're watching a race, whether it's a NASCAR race, a dirt race, is just what's really going on in the car. With iRacing, you can get the way that the track's changing, which they've done a great job in how the track changes throughout the night or throughout the race, just to try to capture it and let the fans play it and realize, like, man, there's actually a lot going on, and you can't always see that when you watch a race. So I think it's pretty neat. It's, enjoyable for me, but at the end of the day, it's actually much of a simulation, and there's a lot of ways that you can learn from that. And, early on, it was neat to look at the Cup tracks that I was going to, places that I had never been. So I think it kind of gives you a head start leading into a weekend. It's pretty real life, and that's pretty neat.
Hey guys, Christopher Bell here. As you guys know, iRacing is coming out with dirt, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm here today to kind of show you around the sprint cars and hopefully give you some insight for whenever you first drive it. So here we are at Williams Grove, gonna go out and make a couple laps in the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on default setup with a gear change to a 522. As we roll out of the pits, you guys might notice that the car wants to pull left and you have to hold the steering wheel right to go straight. That's normal for a sprint car because you have so much stagger, it's always trying to turn the car left. Once you get up to speed, that goes away. Going down the straightaways, Williams Grove has really long straightaways and really tight corners. The big wings on the sprint cars, it always wants to pull you left into the corner, so it doesn't take much steering wheel input to get the car into the corner. A big key for the wing sprint cars is that they always like to go straight. They don't like to be too sideways. So the less steering wheel input you can have and the straighter you can keep the car, the faster you'll go. As the track slickens off, you'll be able to play with the setup to get the car driving even straighter yet. And that's a couple laps around Williams Grove. So here we are at Eldora Speedway. I'm on baseline setup with a gear change to a 511. As we roll out at Eldora Speedway, one thing that you'll notice is that the corners are really sweeping and it's almost a circular shape. The big thing about Eldora is just keeping that steering wheel straight. The straighter you keep the wheel and the less steering input that you give the car, the faster you'll go. The fast line around Eldora will be right around the inside wall in the corners and then with a big arc towards the outside walls down the straightaways. Then once the track slicks off, you'll be able to follow the groove up towards the outside wall, where the famous Eldora High Line comes into play. So now we're at Volusia Speedway Park with the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on baseline setup with a 511 gear, the same as what we ran at Eldora. Whenever you roll out on the racetrack, you'll notice that Volusia is similar to Eldora. They have long sweeping corners and it's kind of circular in shape. At Volusia, whenever the track is fast, you'll want to be right down against the concrete wall in the corners with a nice big arc down the straightaway. Whenever the track starts to slicken up, you'll be able to follow the groove up higher and higher. Whenever you get into turns 3 and 4 though, the groove might get up onto the shelf, which is the flatter section of the racetrack, and then it becomes very difficult to exit turn 4 without getting into the wall. And that's just one of the characteristics of Volusia Speedway Park. Hope you guys have fun.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 8th round of the Ash Media Speedway footage World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. We get set for the first round of heats. Heat 1 and 2 get run at the same time, so we'll cover heat race number 2. We'll also cover heat race number 3, and then deciding on the third round of heats, we'll be able to tell you which one we are going to cover for that one. Starting on the pole, heat race number 1 in car number 98, it's Tim Ryan to his outside. In car number 8, it's Josh Harm out of position at number 2. At position number 3, in car number 122, it's Daniel Gow to his outside. Starting out of position number 4, it's the 57 of Craig Dunn. At a position number 5, the 12 of Ryan Harris lines up alongside the 81 of Danny Stewart at a position number 6. On the inside of row number 4, it's the number 10 car actually, Terry Marwood, and alongside him, teammate car number 15 of Michael Pearce. Starting out of position number 9 in car number 5, it's James Rice. And starting out of position number 10, it's the 44 of Kyle Stevens. We get set for heat race number 2 on the grid at the moment. So if you look at the pace truck, bringing the cars down the front straight away. So the cars going past the flag stand on the main stretch off turn number 4 this time. They'll get the green flag to start heat race number 2. So down the back straight away here at the USA, it's 0.75 of a mile. So longer than all 3 real dirt tracks that are in the game. We get set to go green off turn number 4. And we are green. Tim Ryan with a big wheel stand down the front straight away. Josh Harm on the outside leads into turn number 1. Off turn number 2, it's going to be Josh Harm to lead down the back straight away. Tim Ryan in second, going to throw the big slide job with Harvey crossing back underneath. Now look at Craig Dunn in third. They race down the front straight away into turns 1 and 2. Harvey slides up in front of Tim Ryan. They race down the back straight away. Give it to Josh Harm as they go into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Daniel Gow on the inside. Oh no, Josh Harm catches the inside wall and Tim Ryan has nowhere to go. Kyle Stevens getting caught up in that one as well. Craig Dunn to the race lead. Daniel Gow second. Third is Danny Stewart. Down into 3 and 4. Lap number 3 of 10. Now, got to advise you, no cautions in tonight's race. No cautions in the heat race. As Dunn down the back straight away. He's got pressure here from Daniel Gow and Danny Stewart as well. Ryan Harris, Pierce, Marwood and Rice. Dunn to the outside, Gow to the inside. Gow takes over the race lead. Down the back straight away. As the cross flag, the cross sticks flags are in the air. 5 down, 5 to go here in heat race number 2. Gow down the back straight away as these drivers single file like a big freight train. Ryan Harris in 4th position. You got Michael Pearce, Terry Marwood and James Rice. She looks to have just a little bit of issues there in the number 5 car tonight. But the Sprint Auto part, car number 57, trying to fend off a charge from the 81 of the sketchy graphics. Max Medhurst crash repairs of Danny Stewart. You got the Dynamic Sim Racing X-Ray Thigh Designs, car number 12. It's Ryan Harris in 4th. Meanwhile, down the back straight away into turn number 3 and off turn number 4. 2 sticks in the air, 2 laps to go for Daniel Gow in car number 122. Looking to pick up the heat race win in the opening heat for the 8th round of the World of Outlaws Sprint Car Series. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go for Daniel Gow. Into 3 and 4, he'd be pumped for this one. Down the back straight away, he's got a fender for late charge from Craig Dunn, but into turn number 3 and 4, he keeps the car fairly straight. Daniel Gow gets the win here in heat race number 1. Coming home in second was the 57 of Craig Dunn, Danny Stewart. In third, Ryan Harris. Fourth, Michael Pearce. Fifth, Terry Marwood. Sixth, James Rice. Seventh. Eighth went the way of Josh Harm, Tim Ryan. Ninth, and Kyle Stevens in 10th. So well done to Daniel Gow. There's a word coming through that Gary Hamilton has blown a virtual motor, so he will be out for the night. In fact, we might do something different. We'll try and get a word with Daniel Gow. I'll just drag him into a channel. Daniel, you got a copy?
I do.
Awesome. Congratulations on picking up heat race number 2. You got to be happy with that one?
Oh, I'm very happy. First heat race of the win of the season, so it's pretty ecstatic actually.
You got a little bit lucky there with Harvey and Tim Ryan coming together, but hey, sometimes you just got to be lucky to get the heat wins.
Well, that's it. You got to be in the right place at the right time. Thankfully, I was in the right place at the right time.
You got to do it the hard way now. You got to come from the back in the next one. It's going to be tough, no doubt.
Yeah, it will be. It won't be easy. There are a lot of quick guys in front of me, so we'll just take our time and just make some positions if possible. If not, we'll just stay where we are.
All right, I'm sure you got some sponsors you want to give a shout out to.
Quite a few actually. Pagnian, Sylvia Acoustics, Gainsman, Ignition, High Tech Oils, Turtle Beach, all the boys at Race on Oz. Can't thank them enough.
All right, good luck for the rest of the night, Daniel.
Thank you.
Daniel Gow picks up the win in heat race number 2. Word coming through that Joel Berkeley and his hauler has just entered the building. So Joel Berkeley, a late inclusion in heat race number 2. He'll start on the pole of heat race number 4. So we'll cover heat race number 1. We'll try and get those results for you from the earlier heat race. So in the meantime, we'll throw to some music. Heat race number 3 on the grid. And we have, starting on the pole, in car number 69, it's John Schultz. To his outside in the 000, it's Cam Taylor. Out of position number 3, it's the 71 of Gavin Sedler, and to his outside, it's car 117 of Brett Gerards. Jared Bantfield will start out of position 5 in car number 58, and alongside him, in car number 6, out of position number 6, it's Cameron Nance. Out of position number 7, it's the 88 of Brenton Hobson. Alongside him is the 911 of Lachlan Smith. Row 5 on the inside in car number 48, it's Tim Harris. And starting out of position number 10, tonight's quick time driver is Dylan Sharman. Car number 91 out of position number 10. So we get set for heat race number 3. The second round of heats. There's only 2 groups of heat races tonight. So there'll be heat 1 and 2, which have already been run, and they get run at the same time. Heats 3 and 4, which has been run at the same time as well. This is heat race number 3, and then heats 5 and 6 will be lined up via points. I want to welcome everyone to the YouTube channel. A new stream location going from our normal Facebook page straight over towards YouTube, where you can directly watch the race straight after the stream is finished. If you are watching and you want to type in the comment section or the chat on who you're going for, I have got the comment section up so I can see who is watching and who's being chatty, getting amongst it. Heat race number 3, 10 on the board, no yellows. John Schultz, Cam Taylor, get us underway. A couple of big wheel stands from the guys on the inside row. Gavin Sadler is one of those cars, and Jared Banfield in the 58 as well. Oh, Hobson and Sharman, Harris all getting involved. We've got a car on the inside, we've got a couple of cars, Cameron Dance and Cam Taylor. And oh my, things are heating up here at the virtual USA International Speedway in Lakeland, Florida. John Schultz leads them down into turn number 3 and 4. Brett Gerards hot on his heels in car number 117, but don't count out the 911 of Lachlan Smith. Down the back straight away they go. You can see those wings tugged right back on some of those cars. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Gerards looks to the inside of Schultz. Schultz is going to hold him off, but the outside lane has opened up for Lachlan Smith, but Gerards goes back to the inside. They run out of 4. Gerards and Schultz at the line. Give it to Schultz. Gerards back to the inside. Going to slide up. Schultz back around the outside. Lachlan Smith and Gavin Sadler. They got the best seat in the house. Smith to the inside of Schultz now. Schultz loses 2 spots. But don't count out Gavin Sadler either. Sadler looks to the outside as he makes a move on John Schultz. Around the outside. He makes a pass. Gavin Sadler up to 3rd in a battle for the race lead, ensuing in the next couple of laps. 6 down, 4 laps to go here at USA. And in the Phase Electrical, I think it's Phase Electrical Energy Solutions, I think it is. More importantly, in the sketchy graphics, Max Medhurst crash repairs car number 117. Brett Gerards out in front. So they go into 1 and 2 now. Down the back straight away, Lachlan Smith are almost on his rear nerd bar. Smith looks to the outside as, man, I tell you what, they're getting close. He runs him right up the racetrack. Down the back straight away. Gerard's looking to hang on.
1 lap to go. Into 1 and 2 they go. Smith all over the tail tank of Brett Gerard. Can he hang on as he goes into the final turn? In turns 3 and 4, most contact. He got into his left rear, but he got out of the gas, and Brett Gerard comes away with a great victory here in heat race number 3. So we go through the rundown order. Brett Gerard's coming home with the win, picking up 3 spots. Lachlan Smith from 8th up to 2nd. What a drive. Gavin Sadler comes home in 3rd. John Schultz 4th. Jared Banfield 5th. Cameron Dance 6th. Tim Harris 7th. Dylan Sharman 8th. Brenton Hobson 9th. And Cam Taylor rounding out the top 10. We're going to have a chat to Brett Gerard's here in just a second. Need to make sure that he's not having a chat with anybody else, but we'll chat with Brett. Brett, congratulations on picking up a heat race win.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
I tell you what, you really had to work for that one. You had to get around Schultz, so he did make it easy for you.
Nah, he didn't at all. And once I passed him, I saw Lachlan in the mirror coming for me too, and I knew I wouldn't have an easy time of it when Lachlan's on me.
So the track looks very fast tonight. Is that the case? The way you feel it as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a bit of a shower come over between the first and the second heats, and yeah, certainly quickened the track up. That's for sure.
All right. Well done on the win. I'm sure you got some sponsors you want to thank.
Yeah, mate, sure do. I'll thank Sketchy Graphics, Max Madhurst Crash Repairs, and Phase Electrical, and all the boys in my team for helping out with some sets.
All right. Well done on the win, and good luck for the rest of the night.
Cheers, mate.
Brett Gerard picks up the win in heat race number 3. We'll take a quick break. I'm going to come back with heat race 5 or 6. Stick around. More sprint car racing to come live here on Wheel TV, courtesy of the Ash Media Speedway Footage World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. The final heat race of the night. We get set to line up heat race number 5 for 10 laps around the USA International Speedway. This is round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage. World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. My name is Brett Wheeler. And starting on the pole, heat race number 5 in car number 122, it's Daniel Gale to his outside. In car number 98, it's Tim Ryan. At a position 3 will be the 48 of Tim Harris lining up alongside him. At a position 4, car number 8 of Josh Harm. Position number 5 will see the 88 of Brenton Hobson lining up alongside him. The 58 of Jared Banfield. Car 15 is Michael Pearce, who will start out of position number 7. Teammate to Michael Pearce is Terry Marwood. In car number 10, he starts alongside him in position number 8. James Rice starts at the back of row number 5, and alongside him is Kyle Stevens. We get set for heat race number 5, the final heat race of the night before we get into the dash and tonight's twin 25 lap feature event. We get set to roll around one more time before Daniel Gale, Tim Ryan will have the front row. So driver's been told 1 to go. Next time off turn number 4. And we get the green flag. And there's nothing like a good KFC dinner, I might add. We get set to go green off turn number 4. Gal, Ryan, your front row.
Green flag.
Daniel Gal's already picked up a heat race win here tonight. Already a car into the wire. I believe it was the 58 of Jared Banfield. Down the back straight away. Harris, that's Tim Harris. He looks to the inside of Tim Ryan. Josh Harm gets underneath Harris. Not sure what happened to Harris. He may have clipped the wall in turns 3 and 4. No, I'm not a poet. Off turn number 4, Daniel Gale. In control at the front of this field. But he has got the 98 of Tim Ryan right in behind him. And behind him is car number 8, Josh Harm. Nice to see him and the team got that car fixed as he clobbered the inside wall in heat race number 1, sending himself and Tim Ryan back to the pits early on. Those crews done a fair job to get those cars ready. Daniel Gale out in front. Will we speak to the driver of the 122 machine for the second time after 3 heat races? He looks good out in front. 5 down, 5 laps to go. As they come off turn number 4, this time by officially in the last half of tonight's heat racing action. Haas, Ryan almost looks to the inside there in 1 and 2. Got a good run on the low side of the speedway. Now looks to size Gale up. Can he hang on? So go down the back straight away into 3 and 4. It's 1 and 2. Sorry, I must have missed a corner somewhere along the way. They go into 3 and 4 as we're going to complete 7 laps. As they run this time by. The battle is on for the race lead. Ryan moves to the inside. Gale drives back around him now. These last 3 laps are going to be interesting because you know Ryan, he's going to want to go for the win. Two to go. Ryan is coming back thick and fast. 3rd is Josh Harm. 4th is Michael Pearce. I believe that is in the 15. So he's come from row 4. He's picked up 4 spots at least. 3, I should say. For the final time in heat racing action, down the back straight away, Ryan to the inside. He has to jam the brakes on, otherwise he would have just driven straight through the 122 of Daniel Gow. But Daniel Gow comes away with another heat race win here at the USA. So Daniel Gow having a night out. Coming home second was the 98 of Tim Rain. Third was the 8 of Josh Arm. The 15 of Michael Pearce picks up 3 spots, coming home in 4th. Fifth was the 88 of Brendan Hobson. 6th went to James Rice, also picking up 3 spots. The 58 of Jared Bamfield finishes in 7th. Terry Marwood in 8th. 9th was Kyle Stevens, and Tim Harris was the only car in the pits, or to finish in the pits for that one. He comes home in 10th place. We'll try and get a word with Daniel Gow again. And we're having a chat with Daniel Gow. Daniel, congratulations on picking up another heat race win.
Thanks very much, Brett.
I tell you what, when it rains it pours. You've got 2 out of, I'm not sure how you went in your second heat, but you've picked up 2 heat race wins here. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm very happy. Unfortunately, in the second heat we had a DNF. An accident in front of us, didn't know where to go, so we found it.
Well, look, this it's all about trying to get into the top 6 in points and try and make it into the dash. And it looks like you may have done that with securing another heat race win. So, I mean, overall, so far the night's going pretty well for you.
Yeah, I cannot complain. This wasn't one of my favourite tracks, but now we've got car speed for the first time, so it's fantastic.
Well, look, once again, congratulations, and I'm sure you got some sponsors and shout outs you want to send out.
Just the same guys I thanked before, and a huge thanks to Bob King, our crew chief for Race on Oz and the Dirt team. He's magic. Thank you very much, dude.
All right, good luck in the feature tonight.
Thank you.
There you have it. Daniel Gow picks up the win in heat race number 3. Heat race number 5 that was. So see if we can get the top 6 in points. We might just try and get a word with some of the drivers so far that have raced here tonight. So we'll be back in just a moment. We'll try and race down to the pits and see if we can chat with some of the drivers and see how their night is going here. Alright, so we're down in the pits. We're going to have a chat to our series leader, Joel. A little bit late getting here. Looks like the hall may have broken down on the way to the track, but you're finally here.
Yeah, we broke down the way here. It was a bit hard, but we got here. So it's going to be tough from the back, but what do? You just go live.
Look, it's
where you're sitting licensing points. Obviously, no points for time trials and heats. So it certainly kills your night. But I guess you got a chance to really gain some passing points if there was any passing points. But look, it's going to be a tough night. But twin 25, that may help in your favour.
Yeah, well, we did a Volusia, if you think about it. Like, we started 21st there, and we went to, I think we got to the front there, or fourth in about 20 laps there. You got almost double and a half of that tonight, so just everyone seems to be fast here, so we'll see how we go.
Well,
hopefully,
I'm
happy if it's top 5.
Yeah, I can tell you the top 9 drivers were all within a tenth of qualifying with each other. They were all in the 17.4s. So, these guys, they got the game face on tonight. They're not going to muck around.
Yeah, USA hasn't been the kindest track to me, but let's do it from the back for 3 in a row, eh?
Well, it certainly would be a feat to come from the back, as you guys did in the late models on Monday night. But look, we'll let you get back to it, and who you got to thank for getting here tonight.
Oh, it'll be pretty good just to get a top 3 if the caliber drivers here, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, massive thanks to Triple J Motorsports down to Graphics and Ash Media.
Alright, good luck in the feature, Joel.
Thank you, Brett.
Alright, we'll try and get a word with some of the other drivers. We'll just throw up a different thing, and also got to get into the server as well. We'll try and get a word with Craig Dunn. Actually, he's at a decent night. He's in tonight's pole shuffle, so we've gone to a pole shuffle and try and get a word with Craig Dunn. Craig, you got a copy?
Yeah, mate.
Look, you've had a fairly decent night tonight. You're inside the top 5, and you've got yourself a pole shuffle spot. I guess you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, mate. It's been a bit of a surprise. Actually, it's been a good night.
You seem to have found some speed here at USA. It's kind of been a bit of a rough season for you, but towards the end of it now, you're finally starting to come to terms with the cars.
Yeah, it's starting to get better each week, so hopefully it can continue through the rest of the season.
Look, we know you got a pole shuffle to run. We'll let you get set for that one, but I want to give a chance to give you thanks for sponsors while we got you here.
Yeah, mate. Obviously, Sprint Auto Parts, Deadhead.com, and Worm Paints.
All right. Good luck in the pole shuffle, mate.
Thanks, Brett.
There we have it. Well, it's the driver of the 57, Craig Dunn. So we're going to try and grab one more. We'll grab James Rice. He's had a bit of horror of a night in the number 5 car, but Ricey, not the night you would have liked to have, but I guess you're still in it when it comes to the A-main. Oh, how about we drag him up first? We'll talk to James Rice. Ricey, you haven't had a good night, but you're still in the A-main. No, for some reason, Ricey doesn't want to... Oh, okay, how about we... how about now if we talk to James Rice. Ricey, not the night you would have liked to have, but you're still in the A-main. No, why does that keep happening to me? I know how we can get James Rice. So for a 4th time, we'll try and talk to Ricey. Ricey, you haven't had a good night tonight, but we're on TeamSpeak, by the way. I know you haven't had a good night, but you're still in the A-main.
Yeah, nah, we'll see what happens.
Talk about a couple of your heats there. I know you kind of got involved in someone else's junk at the start of the race, but I guess in the end it is racing and it does suck.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to chase set, and it's not working. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, look, we'll give you a chance to thank some sponsors while we got you here.
Yeah, obviously, thank Dano Graphics, Nash Media, JR Productions and Media, Borderline Speedway, and obviously all the crew and team who run this event, obviously, Brett and all the same. So, and yeah, thanks Brett for your casting.
Alright, good luck in the main event, Russ, and hopefully you can get something figured out.
Yeah, thanks mate.
There we have it. That was James Rice. As we get set for tonight's pole shuffle, all drivers in the pole shuffle have turned a lap. So the top 10 in points will battle it out for 2 laps around the USA Speedway. And the first 2 cars on the racetrack, in car number 88 is going to be Brenton Hobson, and alongside him is going to be the 81 of Danny Stewart. So Hobson will start on the outside. Stewart with the lane choice. Excuse me. We get set to go green off turn number 4. 2 on the board. We go green. Hobson's car pulls to the left. He backs out of it as they regain control of the 900 horsepower sprint cars here at USA. 2 laps, 1.5 of a mile. As they run down into 3 and 4, Danny Stewart in the 81. He will lead lap number 1 of 2. The white flag is in the air. Off turn number 2. Track looks like it's got some moisture back in it. Once again, a little bit of a passing shower early on, but Danny Stewart comes away with the win. Brenton Hobson will start out of position at number 10. And Danny Stewart will remain on the racetrack. Next out onto the track in car number 12. It's Ryan Harris. Last week, Ryan Harris actually come from 10th up to 4th, I think it was, at Eldora, but manages to run out of fuel. He's set to go green off turn 4. The green is out. And, oh! Contact between both cars! Oh my! As Danny Stewart is going to pull it up on the front stretch. And he's going to call that he's done so. An automatic win will go to Ryan Harris. So you almost got to wonder if there is any front end damage to that race car. And with Danny Stewart calling that he reckons it was his fault, I guess it's kind of just a racing deal with these cars automatically. Not automatically, but they do turn hard left. But coming out, back out onto the racetrack, looks like they're going to go and have at it one more time. So they'll give these drivers one more shot. Thankfully, in the virtual sim racing world, you can just hit escape and then click race and you'll have a brand new race car. Excuse me. And Danny Stewart with a big wheel stand. He backs out of it, and Ryan Harris takes about a 4-car length lead off turn number 2. He tags the back straightaway wall. Stewart looks to the inside. Oh, that was close. Races on. 1 down, 1 lap to go. Stewart looking to the inside again. He gets the infield grass. He slides up as the car tightened up on him. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. What a race. Thankfully, they were able to rerun that. Man, Danny Stewart, he has got some speed tonight. He pulls to the infield. And Danny Stewart, unfortunately, will finish second with Ryan Harris. He's now moving on. And Danny Stewart will start position number 9. This is for position number 8. And out rolls the number 8 car. Yes, that is Josh Hahn in car number 8. Oh my, these two have got a score to settle. These two have certainly put on some racing over the past 2 months in the series. Along with Berkeley, Sharman, Dance, Ash. We get set to go green. As you can hear the police sirens in the background, we go green. Down into 1 and 2 they go. Harris shuts the door on Harmy. A car length between the two. You can see the difference in the wing angles as Harmy goes to the low side. In 3 and 4. Careful not to hit the wall, Harmy. You've done it before. 1 lap remaining. Into 1. Off turn number 2. Harris to the high side. Harmy tries to run through the middle but moves up a lane. Into 3 and 4. Harm goes to the inside. Look at this. The battle for the lead. They come across the line and Ryan Harris. Harris picks up the win and Josh Harm just destroys himself. And out next in car number 48. Yes, it is 2 Harrises. 2 brothers on the racetrack. And also 2 teammates in the dynamic sim racing at Thigh Designs. The 48 of Tim Harris on the inside in the black and gold car. Or brown and black. And we go green, and Ryan Harris in the white and blue. Tim Harris to the race lead on the low side. So come off turn number 2. Down the back straight away, nose to tail. Ryan Harris looks to make a move. Off turn number 4, down the main straight away. Pulls up right in behind his brother as they go into 1 and 2. Ryan Harris has got so much more speed from mid corner to the exit. Down into 3 and 4 they go. He gets the inside grass, and Tim Harris, he will continue on. And Ryan Harris will start out of position number 6. Sorry, make that 7. This battle is for position at number 6. 10, 9, 8. Yeah, he will start out of 7. So this is for position number 6 on the racetrack, and out rolls the 57 of Craig Dunn. Set to go green off turn number 4, and Tim Harris with a good launch down into 1 and 2. Tim Harris rides the top side of the racetrack. 3 car lengths separating the 2 drivers at the moment. Craig Dunn in the 57. Tries to make a run on Harris into turn number 1. Still about 3 car lengths into between Harris and Dunn down the back straight away. But off turn number 4. Craig Dunn cannot get the job done. Yes, I'm not a poet. Tim Harris will survive that one. Craig Dunn will start out of position at number 6. Position number 5. He's on the line and out next. In car number 122. He's picked up 2 heat race wins here this evening. Daniel Gow. So you win this, you're guaranteed a top 2 or top, at least a top 4 starting position, I should say, not a top 2 inside the first 2 rows. Not that it makes much of a difference, but the more spots you can gain, the better. Gow leads lap number 1. The white flag is out. Tim Harris, a car length in behind him, may have just tagged the wall on the exit of turn number 2.
Down the back straight away, it's going to be Daniel Gow to hang on. He will move on. Tim Harris starts out of position at number 5. And out rolls the number 98. Second time he's raced with the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series this season. In the Evolution Racing Team, Logitech G. Fanatec car number 98, it's Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan opting for the inside lane. Daniel Gow on the outside. This is for position number 4. And the green is out. And an awesome launch between the two. Ryan on the inside, Gow on the top side. So they come off turn number 2. Ryan slides up in front of Gow. Ryan goes to the low side. In turns 3 and 4, Daniel Gow is starting to get a run on the 98. He follows him in on the low side. In 1 and 2, he loses a little bit of momentum, scrubs off a little bit of speed off turn number 2. Tim Ryan should hang on for a victory. And Daniel Gow will start out of position number 4. Tim Ryan will move on and he will advance, earning himself a minimum, at least a 3rd row starting position. Out next in the Gavin Saddler Racing Factory Cane Australia, the car number 911, it's Lachlan Smith. Lachlan Smith in the 911, Tim Ryan in the 98. You win this, you put yourself on the front row. You lose, you start out of P3. And green is out. We go racing. Smith with a good launch. Ryan tries to rally it on the top side. He looks to come low. Down the back straight away, but he pulls in behind him. He's going to stay up on the top shelf right now. Smith keeping it glued to the bottom. 1 down, 1 to go for Lachlan Smith. Down the back straight away, nearly 2 car lengths in it. Tim Ryan not going to be there to capitalise. And Lachlan Smith in the 911 moves on. And this is for tonight's pole position. Tonight's 2 highest point scorers. After time trials, heat races, all points getting tallied up. And the highest point scorer for tonight is the 91 of Dylan Sharman. Now remember, he took out tonight's Fast Time Award. So we got the 91 and the 911. On track, Dylan Sharman has the inside lane. It's set to go green off turn number 4. Green is out. Good launch. Down into 1 and 2, there goes. Smith shuts the door on Sharman. Down the back straight away for the final time in tonight's pole shootout. 1 down and 1 lap will remain here for Lachlan Smith. Sharman getting a little bit closer than what he would expect. Lachlan Smith down into 3 and 4. Pole shuffle is now complete. Lachlan Smith, he will start tonight's first 25 lapper on the pole. Second will be Dylan Sharman. Third will be, now let's see if we can remember this one, Tim Ryan, Daniel Gow, Craig Dunn. No, Tim Harris and then Craig Dunn. I think Ryan Harris is there. Josh Harm, Danny Stewart, and Brenton Hobson. We'll go through positions 11 through to 21. It's Gary Hamilton. He's a scratch for this evening. I'll try and get a word
with some of our other drivers here this evening. So we'll shut these off and we'll come back with potentially an interview with some of these drivers to make our way down to the pits. Right, we're going to try and get a word with with one of our drivers. And Jared, you got a copy?
Yeah, mate, gotcha.
And how's your night going so far?
Yeah, not too bad. Well, I think we're running about the middle of the pack, so it's not too bad.
Like it's going to take a bit to get to the front with a look. There's a lot of fast drivers here tonight. How are you expecting your own mates to go here in the first 25?
Just hope to keep it clean for a start, and yeah, hopefully we run great into checker. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We had good pace here last week with 360s, and we got a win. So I don't think we're going to jag that, but hopefully we can yeah, keep some good pace.
You got any expectations on where you want to finish tonight?
Top 10 will be good. So yeah, it'd be really good. I reckon somewhere around there with these fellas. They're quite quick, the whole group.
Alright, we'll let you get out. Well, we'll let you get back to it. And who do you got to thank, sponsor-wise, for getting you here tonight?
Not too many. I just got some sponsors on the car that I'll run on my real race car. But I'd just like to thank my brother on that. Yeah, me and him sort of work together, and yeah, he's sitting out for a couple of weeks, so I've stepped up to the plate.
Alright, well, good luck in the feature, Jared.
Righto, Brett. Yeah, thanks a lot for all the guys putting on too, and yourself for commentating. Much appreciated.
Alright, good luck in the feature, mate. There you have it, Jared Bantfield. So we're going to try and drag up Brenton Hobson. And Brenton, we've just seen you in the pole shuffle. You're going to start out of position number 10. I guess you'd like to be a little bit further up, but hey, not to be. It's still a long race to come.
Yeah, I'm just happy not to be at the back row. It's been a tough series for me, so top 10, I'm pretty happy with that, all things considered.
What's the plan going into the first of the 25 lap feature?
go fast and win, and then start at the front for the next one.
Alright, so you're not even going to aim for top 5, you're just going to go straight for the win.
Aim for the win and probably end up going backwards. We'll see what happens. Last time we did this, I ended up going from around about 15th to last. So we'll just hopefully hold our position and if anything, go forwards.
Look, we'll let you get back to it, and who do you got to thank for getting you here tonight?
Yeah, cheers, mate. Obviously the guys at SSR and the Speedway shop for putting their sponsor on the car for us. Really appreciate it.
Alright, good luck in both features tonight.
Thanks, mate.
There you have it, Brenton Hobson. We'll drag this bloke in because I know he may not want to have a chat, but we'll have a chat to the driver of the number 8 machine, Josh Howe. It's you're making hard work for your crew tonight. You're making them certainly earn their dollars by getting that inside ball in turns 3 and 4 in the opening heat.
Yeah, well, you get that, eh? These big jobs. Tried my best, and the track was really weird in that first one. But, it is what it is.
Alright, qualifying. What were your thoughts going out for qualifying, and how did you feel after the qualifying? Because there was 9 drivers in the 17.4s, and when you got 9 drivers that are that close within each other, you know it's going to be a tough night ahead.
Yeah, well, in hot laps, I was really surprised with how many blokes were, in the 4s and even lower. I was feeling pretty good coming in, but yeah, seeing some of their times, it knocked me down a peg or two, but I put it together for qualifying, and I can't remember where I ended up, top 5 somewhere. But yeah, it was really, really close, really tough night tonight.
Well, you got a fourth row starting position in the first of the 25 lap feature events. What's it going to take to make it through that one and try and win the second feature?
I just got to stay out of trouble in this first one. Might try a few things with the car, and it's a really good way to work your setup out for the second half.
Now, you got to take into consideration in the next 25 that the trackers might just be a little bit different from when you first go out in the first 25, or do you kind of just watch what the track does and then go from there?
Yeah, pretty much just watch what it does and go from there. I think the starting states might be overly different. It just depends, where people run on the track and how they run it in with what will change.
Alright, well, I'll let you get back to it. I know the server's up and you might be already in there, but who do you got to thank for getting you here tonight?
Just Triple J Motorsports. We started a few blokes down tonight, but me and Rossi, we're the only ones to make it at the start of the night. He's struggling, poor old Rossi, but we're plugging away, and yeah, I can't remember now.
Alright, so how about I'll thank the rest of the sponsors. You've got down on the graphics, you've got Ash Media, Speedway footage, Triple J Motorsports, and your lovely girlfriend Jess.
That's the go.
So, look, I'll do that one for you. I'll let you get back, and good luck in the first 25, and I'm sure hopefully we get to speak to you at the end of the night.
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
There we have it. I'll thank Army's sponsors for him. After all, I've spoken to him quite a fair bit, so I know who they are and I know what needs to be said. So we are loading into the server for the first of our Twin 25 feature events. So the first one will be lined up via our pole shuffle top 10. 11 on back will be lined up via points. How they finish the first 25 is how they will line up for the second 25 lap feature event, and that's the one you want to win. We get set a bit of a longer warm-up session here. We've actually got 10 minutes instead of 5 from what we normally see in the heat races, so I'll take a quick break. I'll step aside, I'll play some music, and we'll be back with your feature lineup when we get to it. Heat number 1. A-Main number 1 coming up next within about 5 minutes time. 25-lap feature event. And starting out of position at number 21 in car number 9, it's Joel Berkeley. At a position number 20, it's the 000 of Cam Taylor, and on his inside. At a position number 19, it's the 44 of Kyle Stevens. At a position 18, in car number 69, it's John Schultz. At a position number 17, it's James Rice. Terry Marwood in car number 10 will start out of position number 16. And on his inside, out of position number 15, it's the 71 of Gavin Sadler. On the outside of row number 7 in car number 117, it's Brett Gerrard. And alongside him, out of position number 13, it's the number 6 of Cameron Dance. Row 6 on the outside in car number 58 is Jared Barefoot. And on the inside of row number 6, it's the 15 of Michael Pierce. Your top 10 from tonight's pole shuffle. Starting out of position number 10 in car number 88. He said he wants to win the first one, going to win the second one. It's car number 88 of Brendan Hobson, starting out of position number 10. Starting out of position number 9 is the 81 of Danny Stewart. On the outside of row number 4, it's the car number 8 of Josh Harm. At a position 7, car number 12 of Ryan Harris. We go to our top 3 rows. Craig Dunn in car 57 starts out of position number 6. Tim Harris lines up in position number 5, driving the car 48. Daniel Gow in 122 starts out of position number 4. And starting out of position number 3, it's the 98 of Tim Ryan. And your front row, in car number 91, it's Dylan Sharman. And starting tonight's first 25-lap feature event, it's Lachlan Smith. Bob King in the chat, go Gowie. He's rooting on for Gowie. We get set for the first of tonight's 25-lap main event. As we look to go clean and green, 3 wide if you don't mind. Oh my! Drivers just everywhere on the racetrack. Oh, yellow is out. Cars flipping violently. Look out. Josh Harm on the infield. Danny Stewart involved. Brendan Holson as well. And man, have those guys got a tough task ahead of them in this second 25-lap feature event. So there is 3 cars that are already in the pits at the moment. You got the 8 of Josh Harm, the 81 of Danny Stewart, and the 88 of Brenton Hobson. And hey, Bob King, if you do you like being a crew chief? Because I'm always looking for some setups when it comes to iRacing. I'd love to have you on board for setting these cars up. 410s and 360s. If you want to get with me after the race, we'll have a chat. See if we can come to an agreement on if you want to do it or not. It's up to you. You don't have to. Lights are still on the safety truck. Single file restarts. As the lights go out on the iRacing official pace truck. So a wild and crazy opening lap and a bit here at USA. Sharman will lead. Lachlan Smith, Daniel Gow in third.
And set to go green off for turn number 4. Wait for the pace truck to enter the pit lane. Sharman gets on the loud pedal and we go back to green. Tim Ryan to the inside of Craig Dunn, but now going to lose a spot to, that's Tim Harris in car number 48. And Ryan Harris looking to the outside of the 98. He makes the move in 3 and 4. Tim Ryan back to the inside. He finds the slick. He gets all out of shape. Here comes Cameron Dance. Brett Gerard's back there in 9th place at the moment. A lot of these drivers are running the top side all through the middle. And yellow is out on the racetrack. Again, we'll see if we can see what that is for. As it looks like Michael Pearce is in pit lane. We'll see what happens here as he runs on the low side and looks like he just caught the wall. Maybe in some sort of connection issue on Michael's end, but unfortunately it brings out our second caution of the night. So Dylan Sharman is your race leader. Lachlan Smith in 2nd, Daniel Gow in 3rd, Craig Dunn in 4th, Tim Harris 5th, Ryan Harris 6th, Tim Ryan 7th, Cameron Dance 8th, Brett Gerards 9th, Jared Bearfield 10th, James Rice 11th, Cam Taylor 12th, Gavin Sadler 13th, Terry Marwood 14, 15 is Joel Berkeley, John Schultz 16, Kyle Stevens 17. Cars ready in the pits. Here's Michael Pearce, Brenton Hobson, Josh Harm and Denny Stewart. So the drivers should get the 1 to go signal. Oh, excuse me. Lights are out on the pace truck. No lights, there it is. So looking behind the field as we go on board now with Dylan Sharman. We'll go on board for him with a lap and you see him slowing the car up in turn number 3. Waits for the pace car to take off. As he gets back on the gas. And Dylan Sharman leads us down into 1 and 2. Down the back straight away, you're getting a nice look at the racing surface. You can see the shiny stuff. That's what we call the slick. As he's got a decent sized lead over the rest of the field. On board here with Craig Dunn, the driver of car number 57, who's currently running in 4th place. Tim Harris in 5th. He said a lot of these drivers running the high side of the racetrack. Yes, we're just cycling through the cameras. We go back up towards the front of the field. It's Dylan Sharman who leads. So we go past halfway. 13 down and 12 laps to go. Daniel Gow looking to the inside of Lachlan Smith in turn 3 and 4, but not even close to the 911 machine. Well, down the main straightaway they go. Into turn number 1. Coming up to 10 laps to go.
10 to go in segment number 1, the opening 25. And we fit 11 viewers tonight to Razor, just FYI. Seems like we got a couple of cars being involved in an incident maybe, or someone hit the wall. James Rice is out of this one. Sharman leads from Lachlan Smith. Daniel Gow in third. Fourth is Craig Dunn. I've been really impressed with Daniel Gow and Craig Dunn tonight. Both drivers are finally coming to terms with the grips, and they've just got something figured out here at USA. Lap 17 complete. 8 laps to run, in the opening part of this twin 25 lap feature event. So Tim Ryan on the back. Tim Ryan with a big slide up attempt on Ryan Harris it is, but Tim Ryan gets all bent out of shape. Craig Dunn looking right through the middle, right in front of Tim Harris. Tim Harris going to pull up to the back bumper of the 57. They both go high. Tim Harris gets out of the gas, but runs right through the slick on the exit of corner number 4. Joel Berkeley trying to get a wriggle on as well. He's currently up in 11th spot, so a decent drive for the car number 9 machine. 4 laps to go for your race lead. And the yellow is out. That will conclude segment number 1, the first of the twin 25s. As it looks like Kyle Stevens, he was involved on that one. Looks like, just having a look, whether it's a single car spin or oh, there it is. This is the reason for our caution on lap 21 to 22. Looks like Cameron Dance got caught up in a big way. He just caught the wall on his own. Brett Gerrard's had nowhere to go. Gavin Sadler just made it by. Cam Taylor caught the back of the number 6 machine. And that'll bring our first of our 25 lap feature events to a close. So lights are still on the iRacing official pace truck, but as we're on lap number 25, as they come across the start finish line, it'll be Dylan Sharman who officially gets the win. And your first like. Well, look, appreciate you liking it, and thank you for subscribing as well. So wait for these drivers to come across the line one more time. So the first of 25 laps, just about complete. Probably a 5 to 10 minute interval by the time we get into our second at 25 lap main event, by the time we get the server up and then wait for the drivers to get in. Plus, hopefully, I'm not sure whether they're going to have a 5 or 10 minute practice warm up or practice session before they roll it to the A main. Dylan Sharman will cross the line in first place. Second will be the 911 of Lachlan Smith. Daniel Gow third. Craig Dunn fourth. Tim Harris fifth. Ryan Harris Tim Ryan, Brett Gerards, Gavin Sadler, and Joel Berkeley. Cam Taylor. Cam Taylor in 11th. Jared Banfield, John Schultz, Terry Marwood, Cameron Dance, Kyle Stevens, James Rice, Michael Pearce, Brenton Hobson, Josh Harm, and Danny Stewart is your 24 car field. In this one, we are going to take a quick break and we'll come back with the second 25 lap main event to come here on Wheel TV. This is round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series.
guys, Christopher Bell here. As you guys know, iRacing is coming out with dirt, and it's been a long time coming. So I'm here today to kind of show you around the sprint cars and hopefully give you some insight for whenever you first drive it. So here we are at Williams Grove, gonna go out and make a couple laps in the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on default setup with a gear change to a 522. As we roll out of the pits, you guys might notice that the car wants to pull left and you have to hold the steering wheel right to go straight. That's normal for a sprint car because you have so much stagger, it's always trying to turn the car left. Once you get up to speed, that goes away. Going down the straightaways, Williams Grove has really long straightaways and really tight corners. The big wings on the sprint cars, it always wants to pull you left into the corner, so it doesn't take much steering wheel input to get the car into the corner. A big key for the wing sprint cars is that they always like to go straight. They don't like to be too sideways. So the less steering wheel input you can have and the straighter you can keep the car, the faster you'll go. As the track slickens off, you'll be able to play with the setup to get the car driving even straighter yet. And that's a couple laps around Williams Grove. So here we are at Eldora Speedway. I'm on baseline setup with a gear change to a 511. As we roll out at Eldora Speedway, one thing that you'll notice is that the corners are really sweeping and it's almost a circular shape. The big thing about Eldora is just keeping that steering wheel straight. The straighter you keep the wheel and the less steering input that you give the car, the faster you'll go. The fast line around Eldora will be right around the inside wall in the corners and then with a big arc towards the outside walls down the straightaways. Then once the track slicks off, you'll be able to follow the groove up towards the outside wall, where the famous Eldora High Line comes into play. So now we're at Volusia Speedway Park with the 410 wing sprint car. I'm on baseline setup with a 511 gear, the same as what we ran at Eldora. Whenever you roll out on the racetrack, you'll notice that Volusia is similar to Eldora. They have long sweeping corners, and it's kind of circular in shape. At Volusia, whenever the track is fast, you'll want to be right down against the concrete wall in the corners with a nice big arc down the straightaway. Whenever the track starts to slicken up, you'll be able to follow the groove up higher and higher. Whenever you get into turns 3 and 4 though, the groove might get up onto the shelf, which is the flatter section of the racetrack, and then it becomes very difficult to exit turn 4 without getting into the wall. And that's just one of the characteristics of Volusia Speedway Park. Hope you guys have fun.
Okay, we get set for our second and final 25 lap feature race for this evening. Starting out of position number 20 in car number 81, it's Danny Stewart. At a position number 19, it's car number 8 of Josh Harm. At a position 18 in car 88, it's Brendan Hobson, and alongside him at a 17, it's the 5 of James Rice. Kyle Stevens in car 44 starts out of position number 16. Cameron Dance in car number 6 will start out of position number 15. Row number 7 on the outside in car number 10, it's Terry Marwood. And starting out of position number 13, it's John Schultz in car 69. In car number 58, Jared Bearfield will start out of position number 12. In the 000, it's Cam Taylor starting out of position number 11. Your top 10 starts like this. Joel Berkeley in car number 9 will start on the outside of row number 5. And on his inside, in car number 71, it's Gavin Sadler. Brett Gerards in car number 117 will start out of position number 8. On his inside is the 98 of Tim Ryan, starting out of position number 7. It's a Dynamic Sim Racing and Harris Brothers, row number 3 on the outside. In car number 12, Ryan Harris, and alongside him at a position number 5. In car number 48, it's Tim Harris. On the outside of the second row, in the 57, it's Craig Dunn. On his inside, in car number 122, it's Daniel Gow. And back to the front row for tonight's second 25-lap feature event. Lachlan Smith lines up on the outside alongside Dylan Sharman. We get set for the final 25 laps here for round number 8 of the Ash Media Speedway footage World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. We get set to go green, and we have a launch. Lachlan Smith with a great start, but Sharman back to his inside contact on the opening lap. Lachlan Smith keeps it going, and Ryan Harris up to third. Tim Ryan throws a big Hail Mary slide drop. Daniel Gow falling back a couple of spots. Back to 5th. Ryan on the inside of Smith can't make it happen again. As here comes Joel Berkeley. He's up to 7th. And oh my. Is that number 9 on a rail or what? So Smith, who had a good launch off turn number 4, Ryan Harris. On the outside, got loose, loses a spot to his brother Tim. Takes over the 3rd spot. Craig Dunn in the 57. In 2nd. Yeah, I tell you what, we may just see a different podium here this evening. Caution is out.
Alright, buddy, you had a couple laps by yourself there. How'd it feel?
That's the 88 of Brendan Hobson. Ends up upside down. We'll see what happened as he came off turn 4. Ooh. Not a nice ride to take. As I'll have a look at that replay in slow motion. Brendan Hobson looked like he was just slid up the racetrack, and as he came up, John Schultz was coming down, and that was never going to be a fun ride for Brendan Hobson. Unfortunately, he is done for this evening. You have a friend that drives a quarter midget in real life. Okay, yep, no worries. Well, awesome stuff for your friend, I guess. I used to race sprint cars, I used to race wingless sprints, I raced lightning sprints, I raced street stocks. Sprint cars were fun, not gonna lie. So the light's still on the iRacing safety truck. This is round number 8 of the series. After this, we have 1 month left, 4 weeks of racing to determine who will be the first ever Factory Cane Australian Speedway League Ash Media Speedway footage. The World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Cars champion. Yeah, I know what Quarter Midgets are. He sponsors his grandfather's company. Okay, nice. So the lights out on the pace truck. Dylan Sharman looks to lead the field. He slows them right down. In turn 3, he drives it down, creeping it to the low side ever so slightly, and then there he goes. Gets back on the gas. Lap 7 is complete of 25. Keep an eye on the number 9, the points leader. Daniel Gow working to the outside. In 6th position, Berkeley in 7th. Running right through the middle. Lachlan Smith in 5th. Right in behind both the Harris brothers. And Craig Dunn in 2nd. So from the restart order, no change to your top 5. Jared Banfield in the 58, running in 8th position. Tim Ryan back to 9th. Cam Taylor sitting in 10th. Oh, caution on the racetrack.
Maybe a little here. Nice and smooth. Cool your tires off. Get your fans on.
As Josh Harm involved in that one. We'll see what happened to Harm as he went to cut down on Cameron Dance. As it was James Rice, unfortunately. See James Rice there. It's in car number 5, so we'll have a look at Rice and see what happened on the Dirt Vision cam. It looks him on the outside in the black and red car. Looks like Kyle Stevens in the 44. Tried a slide job, but it wasn't to be. Right rear meets left front. And you can just see on the camera as they come closer, Kyle Stevens brushing it. Josh Harm comes through, collects his teammate. It's not a bad shot of the 2 team cars there, but I'm sure that's not how they want to see things. What about Los Angeles NASCAR division where you have to drift every race? Okay, so there's a flaw in your comment just there. This has nothing to do with NASCAR. This is dirt racing at its finest. This has nothing to do with NASCAR. This is dirt racing. World of Outlaws are basically like the NASCARs in regards to series-wise. This is the best of the best. Yeah, you know NASCAR's on oval too, right? These cars are designed to go one way and one way only. Lights out on the pace truck. As we get set to go green off turn number 4, Sharman. We'll slow the field down. Once again, NASCAR has nothing to do with dirt sprint car racing. Sharman gets back on the gas. 13 down and 12 laps remaining. Challenge for second as Craig Dunn held off a slide job there from Tim Harris, who actually lost several spots, and he goes upside down. Tim Ryan getting involved in that one. Oh my, look at the wreck, and somehow, would you believe there is not a caution for that? Tim Harris is slowing. Kyle Stevens running right through him. Oh my, this is hairy at its finest. Daniel Gow missing a front wing. Joel Berkeley up to 4th. Ryan Harris in 3rd.
Dylan Sharman. As Ryan Harris takes over second, as Craig Dunn in third. And I cannot believe out of all that we did not see a caution. Harris to the inside of Sharman almost. Harris gets loose. Craig Dunn got a little bit loose as well. It seems the longer this race goes on, the more that it's going to favour of the driver of the number 9. The 91 of Dylan Sharman leads to the left of your screen. Now at the front, look at this! Guys are being caught out in the slit. Berkeley up to third. He made a pass around Craig Dunn on the outside. Dunn's going to throw it back with a slide job. He can't make it stick. And oh my, you know, in these final 7 laps of racing, you just know this number 9 machine is going to somehow find a way towards the front of the field. He's looking to make a pass for second. He gets on the outside of Harris now. He has got grapefruits right now. He takes over second and coming after Dylan Sharman for the race lead. How good is this? The battle for the lead. Berkeley takes it down the back straight away. Literally from last to first. He has got that number 9 glued to the wall. The 91 of Sharman. 4 laps to go. 3 miles to run down the back straight away. And Berkeley, look at that 9 machine go. Barely moving. Daniel Gow. He's trying to hold off a charge from Cam Taylor. And the caution is out. Cole Stevens brings on a yellow. And would you believe this will finish under yellow like the first one did. And oh my goodness. You just know he's going to be happy with that one. An unbelievable race. He sized 4 drivers up in the space of about 5 laps. And he went from 4th to 1st. It just seemed that he was a lane above all the other drivers. And with the white flag being displayed, they will finish under yellow. He needs not to pass the pace car at any stage between now and the checkered flag is thrown. And your points series leader, Joel Berkeley, misses time trials, misses a heat race, and he comes away with a pass for the race lead that looked like Dylan Sharman was standing still, and he is no slouch by any means necessary. What a race to finish. Dylan Sharman second, Ryan Harris third, Craig Dunn an awesome drive from the 57 to finish 4th. 5th will be the 122 of Daniel Gow. As we get a completion of the rundown order here. Wait for all the cars to pass. Coming home in 20th place was Brenton Hobson. Josh Harb in 19th. Tim Ryan in 18th. 17th, Lachlan Smith. Tim Harris in 16th. 15th, John Schultz. Carl Stevens, 14. James Rice, 13. Terry Marwood, 12. 11, Danny Stewart. 10th, Brett Gerards. 9th, Gavin Sadler. 8th, Cameron Dance. Jared Bearfield in 7th. Cam Taylor, 6th. Daniel Gow, 5th. 4th, Craig Dunn. Your top 3, Ryan Harris, Dylan Sharman, and Joel Berkeley. What a drive. We'll grab a winner with our top 3. As So we'll jump in and have a chat with our third place driver of Ryan Harris. Ryan, congratulations on picking up a third place here tonight.
Thank you. Geez, that was hard. That was. I'm sure you would have seen on the replays that, you know, exits were super slick. So, just caught me out once. I was on board to try and take that win, but yeah, no. At the end of the day, Joel managed to be the patient one, and he got it in the end. So, no, it was awesome.
And talk about the patience in the first 25 laps. How careful did you have to be in those first 25, knowing that, you know, it was all about trying to set up for the second 25?
Yeah, the pace was actually a little bit more even in that race for some reason across the board. So in terms of the battles, it wasn't as close, but yeah, in the back of your mind, you just have to treat it as first 25 and get through it, and then yeah, go for it in the second 25. So.
Well, look, you still come away with the third place finish, and it's a good result for you and the team. Who do you got to thank for getting you on the front stretch tonight?
Yeah, got to thank Dynamic Sim Racing. Got to thank Tim as well. We had a bit of trouble with set, but we, you know, as the night went on, so we went a bit better. So it's positive. And got to thank iDesigns as well, and for you guys for putting it on.
All right, well done on finishing third here tonight.
Yes, mate.
There you have it. Ryan Harris coming home in third place, I should say. Coming home in second place was Dylan Sharman. And Dylan, congratulations on second. I guess you got to be happy with the result in the end.
Yeah, it was a fantastic race. That's for sure. You know, to see Joel fly through the field like that was definitely interesting to see. Wasn't a huge fan of him flying through the field. I was hoping to make up some points tonight on him, but it was tough. Like trying to, I guess, feel around where the groove is on the track because you couldn't actually see anything. You just couldn't see the slick or at all. You were guessing and hoping that the car didn't do anything too stupid. But you know, I think I almost crashed about 4 times, and he just found the right groove and found the right throttle position to not, you know, get swirly out of 2. And that's where you just, you know, caned everyone. But overall, pretty happy tonight after the disappointing last week and last time here at USA. So happy to get second tonight.
How tough is it with the track, with the way it was, with the textures, you know, showing that, you know, it's not really slick, but as you said, out of turn 2, that's really where it caught you and a lot of people off guard. How tough is it to, you know, to try and put your car there each and every time and not try and get in the slick?
Yeah, it was extremely tough. You know, you're trying to find different ways to, I guess, hit it, because no matter what, you're always going to hit it. So you're trying to find different ways, I guess, to get it a bit straighter. You know, half throttle it a little bit, but it was tough. It was just chucking me in different things. You know, it would almost send me sideways. I think the second lap in, and then you know, 2 laps later, it sent me into the wall. And I thought I was gone then because I had the right-hand side against the wall and it was sort of creeping up. So, yeah, it was definitely tough, you know, and just a learning experience where, you know, Joel being a real-life racer, you know, can have a bit more feel, so he knows sort of what to do, where we're still just, you know, just sim racers.
Yeah, well, look, it's still nice to get a second place here in the end. Who do you got to thank for getting you on the front stretch tonight?
Yeah, just got to thank the guys at TTL, so Custom Image, Hyper Stimulator, SimSpec, and State Racing Magazine. And a big shout out to you as well for broadcasting. You do a fantastic broadcast every week in both series, so thank you very much.
Alright, thanks, and well done on second place.
Thank you.
Dylan Sharman coming home in first, and I have no idea how this guy makes it to the front stretch on top of the podium. What a pass with about 5 laps to go. Joel, congratulations. Man, that night car was on a rail.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, bro. Just, yeah.
I mean, you can do it in the late models, you can do it in the sprint cars, you come from the back. I guess that's a challenge every week now, to miss the first heat and try and come from the rear.
No. I don't intend on that weekly, but definitely past cars, that's for sure.
It just seemed like the track, you said it in chat. Now, people obviously wouldn't have been able to see that, but the textures on the racetrack were totally different to what the racetrack felt like driving on it.
it just seemed that everyone was getting caught out on the high side on the exit of turn 2, but I guess you just seemed to have your car a lane up, and that's where the lane was.
Yeah, I don't know what the goal was. I think it's something to do with iRacing now. If it starts at low usage, I could in the feature there. Just, I don't know, it doesn't go slick, but definitely felt slick. I just thought, oh, I don't know where the grip is, so I'm just going to put it right up against the cushion and just go from there. And out of turn 2, I'll just, because when I got to 4th, I think when Tim and Lachlan got together, I was like, these guys are just stuffing our turn 2, so if I can keep it straight and just go, I'm going to gain quite a few cars on in the straightaway. So just focus on getting our 2 perfect, and I guess it put us up on the top.
How do you prepare yourself when you're going, however fast you're going down the straightaway, but how do you prepare yourself when the top 4 are nose to tail, you got 3 guys that you want to pass for the race lead? What goes through your mind to pass those cars on the top before you make the pass, knowing that there was only like 6 or 7 laps to go?
Honestly, I would have been happy if a 4th place finish tonight, but I just, if I kept getting the good run out of turn 2, I think I passed everyone out of turn 2, or got the actual pass going out of turn 2, and just, I didn't know what to do. I thought, if they keep doing what they're doing, I'm going to get past them, so I would have been happy if a 4th or a 3rd place finish, but to walk away with 1st, well, over the moon.
Well, I can tell you that you passed Sharman like he was standing still, and he's certainly no slouch. But look, hey, a big congratulations. You're literally done from last to first. You've done it in late models, you've done it in sprint cars. I think you said that's now 3 in a row in the sprint cars. You've got to be extremely happy with that, considering that you are leading the points.
Yeah, as far as I was aware, Sean was going to be unbeatable tonight, but I guess it comes down to how you got your car set up the last 5 or 10 laps of the feature. It's just, a matter of how your car's going to react to the track. And I did a few changes to try and make the car to work for the bottom in the feature race, but obviously I didn't run the bottom and it worked out fine on the top, so but it's extremely good to get a 3 in a row and extend the points lead some more. I know, unfortunately, Josh had a bad night tonight, but it happens to all of us. Well, not for me yet, but it's going to come sooner rather than later.
Let's just hopefully that you didn't jinx it with those bad nights coming over the next 4 weeks to close out the series. But look, hey, congratulations on another feature event win and making it 3 in a row. Who do you got to thank for putting this car in victory lane tonight?
Yeah, thanks, Brett. It's a massive thanks to Triple W Motorsports, down to Graphics and Ash Media Speedway footage.
Well done, Joel, and we'll see you Monday night in the late models again.
Hopefully not from the back.
We'll see. I like to change things up a bit. There we have it. Joel Workley comes away with the win. Dylan Sharman in second. Ryan Harris in third. That number 9 car was an absolute rail all night. He literally picked up 20 spots over 2 25-lap feature events. Congratulations to Joel Workley. That'll do it for us here at USA International Speedway. As next Monday, we start at 7, or in between 7 and 7:30, more than likely 7:30, with the Down Under Graphics What About Outlaws late model series. We get into the final 4 weeks of both series next week. On behalf of everyone here at Oz Sim Racing and Wheel TV, my name is Brett Wheeler. Thanks to Gavin Sadler, Brett Gerrard and the team at the FKAU Australian Speedway League for putting these events on weekly for these guys to run and also allow me to do the broadcast coverage. Until Monday night, we will see you again live here on Wheel TV or the Oz Sim Racing Facebook page. Good night.